As a 12th houser, you are very sensitive beyond your control to certain elements, and we're going to discuss 5 things that 12th house people are very affected by, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mina. If you don't know me, I am a professional astrologer and I love sharing my knowledge with you guys. It's something I love to do. If that sounds like something you want more of, smash subscribe, stay connected with me because I do release weekly videos. Please give this video a like as well. It lets the YouTube universe know that you guys are liking my channel and I appreciate it endlessly. So let's get into the 12th house. What is the 12th house in our natal chart? It is really the place where everything subconscious is going on. It's where you're subconsciously affected by things beyond your control. It is a very mysterious house, and there is an element of surrender because that's how it feels when you are a 12th house person and you are affected by things. You feel like you're just surrendering to whatever is happening to you because it's all very unconscious. It feels beyond your control. And if we want to compare it to the 8th house, the 8th house is more intentional. It is also a water house. It is the house of things that we bury, the house of our darkness, but the darkness that we most likely are consciously aware of, and we bury it intentionally and we allow who we want to see it. And we're very selective about who gets to enter our 8th house and if we're going to open the door to them. With the 12th house, it is less conscious. The 8th house is more conscious than the 12th house. The 12th house theme in life is just like things are happening to you and you're affected by things and you have no idea why. You just know it's there. And a lot of times there is no logical Virgo explanation for it. So today in this video, we're going to discuss 5 ways in which 12th house people are affected by certain elements of life. And I am a 12th house sun, Mercury, and Jupiter, so I know a thing or two about 12th house life because I live it every day. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1, 12th house people are extremely affected by the media. And what do I mean by media? I mean anything visual, movies, stories, the news, anything that's visual in your face. A 12th house person beyond their control will absorb that energy. So imagine you're a 12th houser and you're watching a sad movie. You're going to feel that sadness beyond your control and be very affected by its story. Even if it's make-believe and not real, it's going to be really real for you. You're going to experience that in a very raw way beyond your control. Likewise, if you read a book, you could feel very connected to the characters like they're real people and really feel their feelings and be affected by the storyline as if it were real. And even if you're reading nonfiction, you feel like you're there with the characters along their journeys and whatever is happening to them. So that is why 12th house people are very sensitive to movies, pictures, the news, anything like that. If our eyes see it, our heart is going to have a strong impression on what we see. And this can be really good. Like if we watch a happy movie, we could just feel happy too, along with the characters. But it could also drag us down. We could be having a great day, watch a really sad movie, and we're just bummed about it. And we don't know how long that will last. Number 2, as a 12th houser, you're most likely really affected by aesthetics, how things look, colors. A certain color could have a very profound effect on you and you're just like, why am I sad? And you're staring at the color red and you're like, oh my god, I don't like the color red, and every time I see it, it just brings me so down. Likewise, you can have colors that really uplift you, like if you see the color pink and it just automatically makes you happy. You can extend this to anything aesthetic, music, some music, and this kind of has to do with media too, really. You hear a song and you're just like instantly happy, instantly energized, instantly really sad. It really just depends on you as an individual, but you're just affected beyond your control very deeply by aesthetics and anything to do with Venus really here. And even food. So as a 12th houser, it might be useful for you to surround yourself with colors, with visuals that do uplift you, or if you want to be any other emotion, use those colors, use those aesthetics to bring about that energy that you're wanting. Number 3, and this kind of has to do with food, we are very affected by cruelty. So again, this all ties together, which is so 12th house. Imagine just blended, beautiful watercolor painting. Everything blends together. There's no separation. So fitting for 12th house. But yes, we're very affected by cruelty. This could be on the news, like media has to do with media. Yeah, like if we see animal cruelty images, that's just like, ugh, that hits very deep. Or pollution, if we see that. If we see people being treated cruelly, that's just going to affect us very deeply, even if we don't want it to. It's like the impression of it is slammed on us as a person beyond our control. So if we see images of people being mistreated, or if we see it in real life, if we see animals being mistreated, we're probably most likely going to be vegans at one point, not because of the health benefits, but because we don't like to bring about cruelty to other living creatures, and we don't like to be reminded about the cruelty in the world, which is basically reality. Anything that's too real that is also cruel is just very hard for 12th house people to shake off. So definitely be careful what you surround yourself with, but you know, there's times where we just can't help it. We're going to be faced with cruelty in life because that is the reality of our world. So it is best that we get used to it to some degree and take times of silence and meditation so we can really recenter ourselves and get back to a more positive light, and to make sure that our actions are pure, that we're doing what we can, our part in not being a part of cruelty. That could be very helpful for us 12th house people. All right, number 4. We are very affected by things like the weather, and this is different per the person. So as for me, if it's not sunny outside, like I'm an emotional mess. Like right now, you guys, is not a good time for me because it's overcast, it's very dreary and cloudy, and it just automatically depresses me. And I don't want to be depressed. I'm a Aries rising. I am just like go, 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 tons of energy. I have a Sagittarius Mars. I don't want to be in this state of being. But if it's cloudy and gray outside, I just get so sad, beyond my control. And maybe you're someone who loves rain. Maybe you are just happy when it's rainy, or you're happy when it's gray and you don't like the sun. It depends on the 12th house person. I'm so sorry about my dogs. They love trolling my filming sessions. So you guys, as 12th house people, make sure that when the weather is amazing, to take advantage of it. If whatever weather is your thing, whatever weather uplifts your soul, take advantage of that energy and get things done that you really want to do, that are close to your heart. Lastly, we are very affected by other people's emotions. And this is another difference between 8th house and 12th house people. 8th house people are also very affected by people's emotions, but they have to care about those people. There has to be an emotional connection. But 12th house people, it is completely open. You could not even care about someone and be affected by their energy. It's just like it's painting you, no matter if you want it or not. So if we are just living our daily practical lives and we are around like people who are really happy, that's going to rub off on us. We're going to be happy. If we are around people who are really depressed, that's going to rub off on us. If we are getting evil eye, like someone is wishing us bad, that's going to hurt very deeply, and just like it's going to make us feel like we're painted with a curse. We're very susceptible to other people's emotions, and this is the hardest thing as a 12th houser, because this is completely out of control. A lot of things on this list are out of our control, which is why I want to end this video saying that this is why 12th house people need faith, and this is the connection to Jupiter. It's not because we are stupid or illogical. It's just that a lot of things that affect us beyond our control are literally beyond our control. Like if it's cloudy outside and I'm depressed, what can I do? Say, hey, God, change the weather for me, please? Like, it doesn't work like that. I have to deal with it and find a way to lift myself out of that temporary darkness I'm feeling. And if there's no logical solution to these things, which a lot of things that I listed, there is no logical solution, that's all we're left with, guys. As a 12th house people, we are left with having faith. Hey God, I walked past this complete stranger and their energy was yucky. I don't even know them and now I feel horrible. Nothing you can do about that. God, hey universe, I saw a movie with a friend and now I can't shake the feeling that it gave off of me. I feel so sad. What can you do about that? what you can do, you can manipulate your environment. You know, you can make sure your aesthetics are right. You can surround yourself with colors and things like that, no matter how illogical it may seem, to uplift you. You can, to some degree, monitor who you are around in your personal circle of friends, your intimate circle of friends. You can do things that cleanse your energy, that recenter yourself, such as yoga, such as meditation. So there are some aspects here that we can manipulate as 12th house people. And I want to say that 12th housers are strong people, even though there's things that we're just, you know, affected by beyond our control. It doesn't mean you're not a hard worker. It doesn't mean that you're not a functional person. It just means that normal things on a daily basis might be a little bit harder for you. Of course, there's other things that 12th house people are sensitive to, such as practical living, logical thinking, substances, and maybe I'll make another video on it. Let me know what you think. If you're a 12th houser, did anything I say resonated with you? If so, please expand on it. I love learning from you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.